The serpent, or snake, is one of the oldest and most widespread mythological symbols. The word is derived from Latin serpens, a crawling animal or snake. Well, today this animal is often misunderstood and many snakes are killed unnecessarily on a daily basis. While producer Linky Bierman and cameraman Trevor Pistorius got up close and personal with some of our local snake species. Let's take a look at this report.
Just the idea of a slithering snake sends most people running for cover. But snakes play a vital role in our environment. For one thing, they keep mice and rat populations under control. They also fill the important role of being both predator and prey and are an integral part of nature's balance. Snakes are cold-blooded, which means that they need heat to increase their metabolism. With the summer now in full swing, snake activity rises and the chance for people and snakes to have an encounter increases.
Generally, when you encounter a snake doesn't want to be in the same space that you're in. You're a lot bigger than him, he's afraid of you, he'll probably try and move away from you or warn you. The best thing to do is leave them alone. If he's in your garden and you want him out of your garden, you might be worried about your pets or your children, whatever the case might be. Just give a snake catcher a call, and at that point keep your eye on the snake. It's very important because they do move around and it's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
With a severe drought currently experienced in the Western Cape, snakes are moving closer to urban areas in search of water.
They need water every 2 to 3 days, and hot days they need water every day. And snakes smell with their tongues and they can scent water for up to 100 meters away. And if you've got water in the garden and there's no water in the little stream or the dam where he's used to getting his water, he's going to come into your garden and he's going to find that water. He needs to survive. He's not there to do you any harm.
If you do find a snake in the house or garden, you can always call the snake catcher to remove the reptile safely.
If you're encountering a snake, the first thing to do is back off. Leave it alone. Give it an opportunity to escape. Give it that chance. If you corner it, it's going to defend itself. It's not going to attack. It's not going to come. It's not going to advance on you. But it's going to do everything it can to basically deter you from interfering with it.
Some snakes, like the extremely venomous Cape cobra, can be deadly. So it's important to know how to behave and what to do when encountering them.
Leave it alone, give it a chance to escape. It's quite happy that you're not doing that. If not, you poke it, jab it, it will make a mock strike at you. It'll also defecate. So it'll give you a chance by intimidating you. It'll make that mock strike. It'll give you that smell to say, look, this is what I smell like. You can imagine what I taste like. So it stops the predators basically taking the snake on. So the hood is the warning. The cobra is giving you so many warnings before he gives you a bite. So he's not going to waste his venom on a human being the size of us. We're not food. We're not part of his food chain.
Visit your local reptile or snake park and educate yourself and your family about the various snakes that can be found in your area, like this mole snake.
Often confused with Cape cobras, especially here in the Western Cape. In other parts of the country, people would even confuse them with something like a black mamba. The head is very different to the Cape cobra and the black mamba, but for the untrained eye, somebody who's not a specialist, rather err on the side of caution and get somebody in who knows what they're doing. They can identify the snake and then tell you exactly what it's all about and hopefully get him back into a reserve.
Soft and silky.
Yeah, people often think that they're wet and slimy. He's dry, he's soft, he's silky.
So you can lose your fear of snakes.
You just have, well done.
Look at that.
You realise that they're not the
scary.
Sort of scary animals that people portray them to be.
Yeah, it's heavy, you can't believe it.
Yeah. It's replacing.
You might just lose your fear of snakes in the process.